What's going on, guys? My name is WOLFWILL and welcome back to another video. Whether it is your first time here or you're a returning viewer, I hope you're all having a great day or great night so far. So, again, we're back with another Spyro 4 video, and this one I think is going to be a good thing to talk about. A more interesting topic, let's put it that way. So, what would happen if we end up getting the 4 dragons in a future game? And more specifically, this is Spyro, Cynder, Flame, and Ember. That's what we're going to talk about now. So, of course, straight up the bat, we already have Spyro. He is literally the title character. No surprise there, Will, you already know this. But the point is that we have spoken about the potential inclusion of Cynder. I've done a couple of videos on her where it could be how she could be introduced in Spyro 4, or perhaps what would happen if she had her own game. If you guys want to go and check out those 2 videos, I'll have the links in the description below. But we haven't really talked about Flame and Ember, so I want to go a little bit into that now. So of course, from history, we all know that Flame and Ember were first introduced in Spyro A Hero's Tale alongside Red, and you guys would know that I have spoken about Red in previous videos as a potential candidate for a future villain for potentially Spyro 4, or it could end up being Ripto again, because Enter the Dragonfly was technically the original sequel and Ripto is the villain in that one. So it could go either way. I wouldn't mind seeing Red so that we get something different. Hopefully, like, obviously they could do a lot better with Red, like, compared to back then. But having Flame and Ember added at some point, could be Spyro 4 or could be a future game, I think would be a really good thing to do. And we all know that Ember's character, she really wanted to be with Spyro. We all know this. It's in A Hero's Tale. She literally is like full on into Spyro. And Flame was kind of, I would see him as Spyro's best friend, basically. I mean, Hunter and Sparks are kind of already in that region, but like when it comes to dragons, it would be Flame. But I think having Flame and Ember in the game, like whether it's Spyro 4 or it's a future one, and whether or not you get to play them, I think would really add something pretty cool to the like opportunities that the future has for the Spyro franchise. Now, whether or not they could say have Cynder, Flame, and Ember all introduced in Spyro 4, I am not too sure. But let's put it this way, it could go 2 ways. You could either say potentially introduce Cynder in Spyro 4 and keep it at that, and potentially say have Red as the villain still, or you go with Ripto, or you have all 4 of them in the same game, like in Spyro 4 with Red as the villain. But then yet again, I think if you just say started with Cynder and then had obviously Red or Ripto as the villain, Flame and Ember could end up being introduced in, say, Spyro 5 or another game after that, so then it's not all cluttered in the one game. Now, obviously, these are all just, this is all just speculation, obviously, and this is why I wanted to talk to you guys about it, because I mean, it would be really cool to end up getting all 4 of them in the same universe. And of course, we all know Ripto hates dragons. So I feel like, in a sense, that would add more emotion into what's happening in the story, because obviously he absolutely hated Spyro. And like when he came into Avalar the first time, he was happy that there weren't any dragons. And the moment that Spyro came in, he was pretty much pissed off. So I feel like if he was to say have Cynder as his target and so forth, that obviously would draw Spyro in, especially with that past history that he and Hunter have both had. that could really add a lot to the story. So I'm kind of now thinking going in the direction of Ripto kind of makes more sense, and then you could end up having Red as a villain for, say, the 5th Spyro game, in which then you introduce Flame and Ember into the story. So it's kind of coming together very slowly now that I think about it. There probably will be another video where I might say go over the potential storyline, what could obviously happen. There was also another video I did some time back where I mentioned how Crash could be responsible for the Spyroverse, or their multiverse basically, and that's going to be another video itself. If you guys want to go and check that out, that is of course in the description below. There are just so many things to talk about because I've been a Spyro fan my whole life, and I'm just very creative in the Spyro side of things. Like, there's just so much to talk about. But honestly, that's probably all I'm going to talk about for this one. But with Flame and Ember, would you guys want to see them in Spyro 4, potentially as playable characters, or maybe even just like a cameo? Or maybe it could even be like a secret ending where you actually get to see Flame and Ember or Red, in which then it leads in as the tease for the 5th game. Whatever you guys think, you'll be able to let me know down below in the comments, and of course I'll be sure to get to your comments because I'm always very curious to hear what you guys have to say. But yeah, so once again, thank you guys so much for watching. It was an absolute pleasure once again. And of course, if any of you are new to the channel and you like what you see, then be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on bell notifications to get notified of all of my uploads. Whether or not you are subscribed, you are more than free to like the video. It really does help me a lot. But yeah, so thank you again guys, and until next time, I hope you all have a great day or a great night.